June 1982, E.T. the Extraterrestrial hits theaters, a global phenomenon. Every kid wanted the toys, the merch, the magic of that little alien who phoned home, and Atari wanted a piece of the action. The company had already made millions licensing hits like Space Invaders and Pac-Man, so when they secured the rights to E.T. for a jaw-dropping $25 million, Atari was all in. They believed this would be the game that would save their crumbling empire. They turned to one man, Howard Scott Warshaw, the designer behind Yar's Revenge and Raiders of the Lost Ark, two of Atari's biggest hits. But there was a catch, a massive one. He had 6 weeks to create a fully playable game from scratch so it could hit stores in time for the holiday season. 6 weeks to design, program, test, and ship a blockbuster. Most developers would have laughed and walked away. But Warshaw took it as a challenge. He locked himself away, coding day and night, fueled by adrenaline and sheer willpower. And he made the deadline. By December, E.T. the Extraterrestrial was ready. Atari skipped testing, produced 5 million cartridges, and flooded store shelves just before Christmas. But when players got their hands on it, they were confused. There was no real story, no clear missions, just endless falling into pits, collecting strange items that made no sense. Word spread fast. Kids returned the game in droves. Retailers demanded refunds. What was meant to be Atari's savior became its curse, branded by players and critics alike as the worst video game ever made. The damage was done. Atari's reputation was shattered, their profits tanked, and the company that once defined gaming was now a punchline. And just like that, the same company that brought video games into millions of homes was brought to its knees by one small alien from space. But that wasn't the end. For E.T. the Extraterrestrial, what started as Atari's biggest gamble would go on to become one of the most emotional and infamous story in video game history.
No, I never would have guessed that that game would have a movie, another movie made, I guess, besides the first movie, E.T.